Animal Planet Pals, brought to you by Raising Winners. The blobfish, the world's goofiest deep-sea creature. Meet the blobfish. Have you ever seen a fish that looks like it just woke up from the longest nap ever? Meet the blobfish. It has a droopy face, a big nose, tiny eyes, and a mouth that always looks like it is saying, it is Monday. But don't laugh too hard. The blobfish is actually an amazing animal with a very important job in the ocean. We're diving deep under the sea to discover some incredible facts about this funny-looking fish. By the end of this video, you might even think the blobfish is one of the coolest fish on Earth. Let's go. Where does the blobfish live? The blobfish lives way down in the deep ocean. We're talking about 2,000 to 4,000 feet below the surface. That is deeper than many skyscrapers are tall. It lives near Australia, New Zealand, and the island of Tasmania. Down there, it is very dark. No sunshine reaches that far. It is also freezing cold, and the water pushes down with enormous pressure. If a human tried to swim that deep without special equipment, it would be very dangerous. But the blobfish loves it there. It is the perfect home. Why does the blobfish look so funny? Here is the secret. The blobfish doesn't actually look like a blob when it is in its own home. Surprise! Deep under the ocean, the water pressure squeezes its body into shape. When scientists bring a blobfish up to the surface, the pressure disappears. Without that pressure, its soft body becomes squishy and droopy. That is why the pictures you usually see make it look like melted jelly. Imagine if your favorite ice cream sat outside in the hot sun for hours. It would get all floppy too. So remember, the blobfish isn't ugly. It is just out of its comfort zone. What is the blobfish made of? Most fish have strong muscles to help them swim fast, not the blobfish. Its body is soft and squishy, almost like a giant blob of jelly. Because it doesn't have heavy muscles, it can float just above the ocean floor without using much energy. That is pretty smart. It is like relaxing on a pool float instead of swimming all day. Who knew being lazy could save energy? What does the blobfish eat? The blobfish isn't a hunter that chases its dinner. Instead, it waits patiently. Tiny sea creatures drift by in the water. When food comes close, gulp. The blobfish opens its mouth and enjoys an easy meal. It eats small crabs, sea worms, shellfish, and other tiny animals. It is basically the wait for the pizza delivery kind of fish. Does the blobfish swim fast? Nope. The blobfish is one of the slowest fish around. It mostly floats gently through the water. Since food comes to it, there is no need to race around. Can you imagine winning a slow motion race? The blobfish would probably still take a snack break halfway through. Blobfish parents are very caring. Here is something sweet. Mother blobfish lay thousands of tiny eggs, then they stay nearby to protect them. Some scientists believe blobfish parents guard their eggs until they hatch. That is a lot of babysitting. Imagine having to watch thousands of babies at the same time. Talk about being busy. The blobfish has almost no bones. The blobfish doesn't have many hard bones like other fish. Its soft body helps it survive under the huge pressure of the deep sea. Nature designed it perfectly for its underwater home. Sometimes looking different is actually a superpower. Is the blobfish dangerous? Not at all. Blobfish are peaceful animals. They don't bite people. They don't chase swimmers. In fact, humans almost never meet them because they live so deep underwater. If you ever saw one, it would probably be more surprised to see you. Why are blobfish important? Every animal has a job. Even funny-looking ones, blobfish help keep the deep-sea ecosystem balanced by eating small sea creatures. If one animal disappeared, it could affect many others. Nature is like a giant puzzle. Every piece matters. Even the squishy ones. Are blobfish in danger? Sadly, yes, blobfish sometimes get caught in large fishing nets by accident. This is called bycatch. They aren't the fish people are trying to catch, but they can get trapped anyway. Scientists are working to learn more about blobfish and protect deep-sea animals. The more we understand these amazing creatures, the better we can help keep our oceans healthy. Fun blobfish facts. Ready for some quick and funny facts? The blobfish became famous because people thought it looked hilarious. It can live thousands of feet below the ocean surface. Its body is mostly soft and jelly, like it doesn't waste energy swimming fast. It looks completely different in its deep sea home than it does at the surface. And here is the funniest fact. The blobfish has been called one of the world's ugliest animals, but maybe it is really the world's most misunderstood fish. After all, everyone has bad picture days. What can we learn from the blobfish? The blobfish teaches us something very important. Just because someone looks different doesn't mean they aren't amazing. Every animal is special in its own way. Some are fast, some are strong, some are colorful, and some are wonderfully squishy. The blobfish reminds us that being different can be something to celebrate. Goodbye, blobfish. What an incredible adventure. Today we learned where blobfish live, why they look so funny, what they eat, how they survive deep underwater, and why they are so important. The next time you see a picture of a blobfish, remember that it is actually perfectly designed for its deep sea world. Maybe it is not the silliest fish after all. Maybe it is one of the smartest. Thanks for joining us on today's ocean adventure. If you had fun learning about the amazing blobfish, be sure to come back for more exciting animal adventures. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop learning. Bye everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos. Animal Planet Pals, brought to you by Raising Winners. Have you ever watched the movie Finding Nemo and wondered, are clownfish really like Nemo? That is a fantastic question. While Nemo is a made-up character, real clownfish are just as amazing. They may be small, but they have some of the coolest secrets hiding under the sea. So, put on your imaginary scuba gear, take a deep breath, and let's dive into the colorful world of clownfish. Meet the clownfish. Clownfish are small, brightly colored fish that live in the warm waters of the Pacific and Indian Oceans. They are easy to spot because of their bright orange bodies with bold white stripes outlined in black. Most clownfish grow to only about 4 inches long. That is about the length of an adult's hand. They may not be the biggest fish in the ocean, but they are definitely some of the most famous. There are around 30 different kinds of clownfish, and each one has its own special colors and stripe patterns. Some are orange, some are red, some are yellow, and a few are almost completely black. Here is a funny thought. If clownfish had school pictures, they would probably all say, "Don't worry, I am wearing my best stripes today." Why are they called clownfish? Have you ever wondered why they are called clownfish? Scientists think they got their name because of the funny way they swim. Instead of gliding smoothly like many fish, clownfish wiggle and bounce through the water. Their movements look a little silly, almost as if they are dancing. Imagine trying to walk while hopping on one foot. That is a bit like how a clownfish swims. No wonder people thought they looked like underwater clowns. A very spiky home. One of the coolest things about clownfish is where they live. They make their homes inside sea anemones. A sea anemone looks a little bit like a flower with long waving arms. But don't be fooled. Those arms are covered with tiny stinging cells that can hurt many fish. Most fish stay far away, but not clownfish. Clownfish have a special layer of slippery mucus covering their bodies. This coating protects them from the stings. It is almost like wearing an invisible superhero suit. The sea anemone keeps the clownfish safe from hungry predators, and in return, the clownfish helps clean the anemone and sometimes even brings it little bits of food. That is what you call a great friendship. Here is a joke. What did the sea anemone say to the clownfish? "Thanks for hanging around." Family comes first. Clownfish live in small family groups. Usually, there is one big female, one slightly smaller male, and several younger fish. The female is the boss. Everyone knows she is in charge. If danger comes near, the family quickly hides among the anemone's waving arms. Working together helps everyone stay safe. The incredible life change. Now get ready for one of the most surprising facts about clownfish. Every clownfish is born as a male. Yes, every single one. If the female of the family dies, the biggest male slowly changes into a female. Then, another younger male grows up to become her partner. This amazing change helps the family survive. Nature always finds clever ways to keep life going. Isn't that incredible? What do clownfish eat? Clownfish are not picky eaters. They enjoy tiny floating animals called zooplankton. They also eat small shrimp, tiny worms, algae, and little bits of food drifting through the water. Because they are so small, they do not need giant meals. Imagine if your dinner was only a few tiny bites floating by. That would make lunchtime very interesting. Baby clownfish. Clownfish parents work together to care for their eggs. The mother lays hundreds of tiny eggs on a flat rock close to their sea anemone. The father becomes the babysitter. He fans the eggs with his fins to keep fresh water flowing over them. He also removes dirt and chases away hungry animals that might want to eat the eggs. After about 1 week, the tiny baby clownfish hatch. At first, they drift through the ocean with the currents. As they grow bigger, they search for a sea anemone to call home. That is where a whole new adventure begins. Can clownfish talk to each other? Not with words like we do, but clownfish communicate in clever ways. They wiggle, they shake, they make popping and clicking sounds. These little sounds help them warn each other about danger or show who is in charge. Imagine if your family talked by making tiny popping sounds. Dinner conversations would sound very funny. Pop, click, pop. Who wants to eat a clownfish? Even though clownfish have a safe home, they still have enemies. Large fish, eels, sharks, and other predators would happily eat them if they had the chance. That is why staying close to the sea anemone is so important. The anemone's stinging arms help keep hungry visitors away. It is like living inside a castle with very prickly walls. Can people have clownfish as pets? Yes, many people keep clownfish in saltwater aquariums. Unlike many ocean fish, clownfish can live well in carefully prepared tanks. But they need clean water, the right temperature, healthy food, and lots of care. They are living animals, not decorations. Every pet deserves kindness and respect. How long do clownfish live? In the wild, clownfish often live between 6 and 10 years, with excellent care in an aquarium. Some have lived for more than 20 years. That is a very long time for such a tiny fish. Imagine celebrating 20 birthdays while wearing the exact same orange outfit every single day. Why are coral reefs so important? Clownfish depend on healthy coral reefs. Coral reefs are busy underwater neighborhoods, filled with colorful fish, sea turtles, crabs, starfish, octopuses, and thousands of other amazing animals. If coral reefs become damaged by pollution or warming oceans, clownfish lose their homes. That is why protecting our oceans is so important. Simple actions like using less plastic, picking up litter, and caring for nature can help keep the oceans healthy for future generations. Amazing clownfish facts. Here are some fun facts to remember. Clownfish cannot swim very fast. They spend most of their lives close to one sea anemone. There are about 30 different species of clownfish. Their bright colors warn other animals to stay away. They have excellent memories and usually know exactly where home is. And yes, they really are just as adorable as they look. Let's see what you remember. Can you answer these questions? What protects clownfish from the sea anemone's sting? Who takes care of the eggs? What is the clownfish's favorite home? Why are coral reefs important? If you answered those questions, you are becoming a real clownfish expert. Time to say goodbye. The next time you see Nemo swimming across the screen, you will know that real clownfish are every bit as fascinating as movie stars. They may be tiny, but they are brave, caring, hardworking, and full of surprises. They protect their families, help their sea anemone friends, and remind us that even the smallest creatures can do amazing things. So whenever you visit an aquarium or think about the ocean, remember the cheerful little clownfish with its bright orange stripes, its funny wiggle, and its cozy underwater home. Who knew one little fish could teach us so much? Until our next ocean adventure, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop wondering about the amazing world beneath the waves. The ocean is full of incredible discoveries, and this is only the beginning.
Love you. Thank you for watching.
Animal Planet Pals, brought to you by Raising Winners. Today, we take a look at one of the world's largest creatures, humpback whales. Humpback whales, the singing giants of the sea. Have you ever imagined a creature as long as a school bus, as heavy as several elephants, and able to sing songs that travel for miles through the ocean? Meet the amazing humpback whale. Humpback whales are some of the most fascinating animals on Earth. They live in oceans around the world, and wherever they go, they seem to leave people staring in wonder. With their giant tails, beautiful songs, and spectacular jumps, humpback whales are truly the superstars of the sea. But what is life really like for a humpback whale? Let's dive into the ocean and find out. A giant with a gentle heart. Humpback whales are huge. An adult humpback whale can grow up to 60 feet 18 meters long. That is about as long as a large school bus. They can weigh up to 40 tons. That is heavier than many trucks put together. Even though they are enormous, humpback whales are gentle creatures. They do not hunt people, and they spend most of their time searching for tiny sea creatures to eat. Imagine eating tiny snacks all day long when you are the size of a bus. That is like being a giant who survives on popcorn. Why are they called humpback whales? The humpback whale gets its name from the hump-shaped curve on its back. When it dives beneath the water, it arches its back into a hump before lifting its tail high into the air. If humpback whales had a talent show, their tail dives would definitely win first prize. The ocean's greatest singers. One of the most amazing things about humpback whales is that they sing. Yes, sing. Male humpback whales create long, beautiful songs made up of moans, cries, whistles, and other sounds. These songs can last for many minutes and are sometimes repeated for hours. Scientists are still learning exactly why whales sing, but they believe the songs help whales communicate and may even help them find mates. Can you imagine practicing one song for hours? Your little brother or sister might say, "Please change the tune already." Luckily, whales seem to enjoy it. Masters of the mighty jump. Humpback whales are famous for breaching. Breaching happens when a whale launches its enormous body out of the water and crashes back down with a gigantic splash. Nobody knows exactly why they do this every time. Scientists think it may help them communicate, remove parasites, or simply show off their strength. Imagine seeing a creature the size of a bus leap into the air. That is like watching your school building suddenly decide to do a cannonball into a swimming pool. Splash! What do humpback whales eat? Humpback whales love to eat small fish and tiny shrimp, like creatures called krill. Now here is the funny part. Even though humpback whales are gigantic, they don't have teeth like sharks. Instead, they have special brush, like plates called baleen hanging from their upper jaws. When a whale takes a huge mouthful of water, it pushes the water back out through the baleen. The water escapes, but the fish and krill stay behind. It is like having a giant underwater strainer built right into your mouth. Teamwork at dinner time. Humpback whales sometimes use an incredible hunting technique called bubble net feeding. A group of whales swims beneath a school of fish and blows bubbles. The bubbles form a rising wall that traps the fish in a tight circle. Then the whales swim upward together with their mouths wide open. Lunch is served. Imagine trying that at home. You blow bubbles around your vegetables and suddenly they're trapped. Sadly, your vegetables probably won't cooperate as well as the fish do. Whale families. Humpback whales are mammals just like people, dogs, and cats. That means they breathe air, are warm-blooded, and mothers feed their babies milk. Mother humpback whales are extremely caring. They spend many months looking after their calves, teaching them important survival skills. A mother whale and her calf often stay close together. The calf swims beside its mother almost all the time. That is a good thing because the ocean is a very big place. Meet the baby whale. Baby humpback whales are called calves. When a calf is born, it is already about 13 to 16 feet long. That is taller than many grown adults standing on each other's shoulders. A newborn calf can weigh around 1 ton. And here is something amazing. Baby humpback whales drink about 100 gallons of milk every day. That is enough milk to fill a large bathtub. No wonder they grow so quickly. Imagine asking for that much milk at breakfast. Your refrigerator would wave a white flag in surrender. Growing up whale calves grow fast. They need to become strong enough to travel thousands of miles with their mothers. As they grow, they learn how to swim, dive, breathe properly, and navigate the vast oceans. Young whales are curious and playful. They often leap, splash, and practice movements they'll use as adults. Just like children learning to ride bikes or play sports, young whales spend a lot of time practicing. The great whale migration. Humpback whales are some of the greatest travelers in the animal kingdom. Every year, they migrate between feeding areas and breeding areas. Some travel thousands of miles across entire oceans. That is farther than many people travel in a lifetime. They spend summers in colder waters where food is plentiful. Then they head to warmer waters during winter to have babies. Talk about a long family vacation. The only difference is that whales don't stop for snacks at gas stations. How long do humpback whales live? Humpback whales can live for around 45 to 80 years, and some may live even longer. That means a whale born today could still be swimming in the ocean when today's children become grandparents. Imagine all the stories an old whale could tell. I remember when that fish was just a tiny minnow. What makes humpback whales special? Many things make humpback whales unique. They sing beautiful songs. They perform spectacular jumps. They use teamwork to catch food. They travel incredible distances, and each whale's tail has unique markings, almost like a fingerprint. Scientists can identify individual whales by studying photographs of their tails. Imagine if your teacher could identify everyone in class just by looking at their shoes. Helping humpback whales. Many years ago, humpback whale populations became very small because they were hunted by humans. Thankfully, many countries worked together to protect them. Today, humpback whale numbers have improved in many parts of the world, although they still face challenges such as pollution, fishing gear, and changing ocean conditions. Every person can help by caring for our oceans and keeping waterways clean. When we protect the ocean, we protect whales too. Final splash. The next time you look at the ocean, remember that somewhere beneath the waves, a humpback whale may be singing a song, teaching a calf, hunting with bubbles, or launching itself into the air with a giant splash. These gentle giants remind us that our world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. And if you ever hear a whale sing, just remember, it is probably practicing for the Ocean Music Awards. And judging by those incredible songs, a humpback whale just might win first place.
Love you. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.